happens if we load an ISO on our actual computer? Is it something to worry about, or is it just something that no one cares? Alright, so this is my collection of ISO. If I look in something, it says mount and put on a disk, you know. So now we're gonna put a Windows 95 ISO right here in the virtual machine. But first, what is inside an ISO file like this one? Now, in reality, there is much. Let me get the ISO real quick so I can show you all. Alright, in a Windows 98 ISO, opening with 7-zip, we find a lot of stuff, such as Win98, boot, a lot of stuff, and this file called setup.exe, which, if you don't know, it literally does the setup. Now, what happens if we actually load it up on a computer? So currently nothing is happening, but we also see this, and so it just loads up a disk. This is E. Should be D, but I don't know why. Whatever. And because the ISO have these files, well, they pretty much run this, and all stuff goes to C. And the D drive is basically the ISO. Sorry if I was wrong before. Anyway, what happens if we load this? We have the README, and of course it's a Windows 98 one because shut up. Anyway, but if we actually load the setup, what happens? Alright, so this is a really old setup, so I can't execute it on my computer. Alright, now that we got Windows 7 ISO, what happens? So there's still the one from before, but this one is on F. Now, if we go here, we can just do eject, and it goes away. Nice. Alright, so if you really click on it, there's nothing going on. You can just put it away. But the most important part is just not to click setup, because what happens if we actually load the setup? This time we can load it. Alright, so if we load the setup, you know, it does this. It's the Windows setup. There's nothing much to say. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. But what if we actually install it? Oh shit. Okay, I did not expect that, but will it turn into a Windows 7? Probably yes. Now I don't want to wait for this, so I'm just gonna go back on my snapshot I made. So bye everyone. That's what happens when you actually load an ISO on your computer.